This is it, lads. Finally it's happened. A small elite number of my cartel of shadowy, capricious, wealthy gentlemen collectors have finally assembled after a long wait, and we've brought together some extremely fancy bicycles. I've only brought a couple of mine, ones that you'll have seen if you've watched this channel, the S-Works and the Titanium Dyna, both of which are pretty crusty when compared to some of the offerings that these other lads have brought. Obviously I'm going to reveal in more detail some Team Fat Chance, a Pace there, a lovely Cannondale, a couple of titanium trinkets at the back. This, despite having a fairly low-end group set, is probably my favourite. Look at this, SLR Plus, featuring the servo wave window. Look at that little cable end doing its wiggle inside. Never had one of these when I was a kid.
Go on then. Try again.
While its owner is making me a coffee, let's have a sneaky look at his beautiful Cannondale. So it's got full XT on it. I would suggest this is probably a 1991. Got that lovely short wheelbase that they were famous for, although they were also famous, I think, for developing problems around this junction here, hence the nickname Crack and Fail. Although let's hope that doesn't happen to this one today. A glorious handmade Cannondale seat pack that I gave him that I'd had since I was a kid, which I bought because I couldn't afford the full bike to put it on. And a beautiful Gervin flex stem, which my regular viewers will know I'm a fan of. This gentleman has de-piped it. He's taken off the brake guide because, of course, this thing has got, I don't know whether this was a Cannondale standard, but some kind of strange roller attachment, which looks great, but I can tell you now is not easy to set up. This is the bike that won the Concours d'Elegance last time we got together some years ago. You may have seen it on my Keswick video. It's a KHS Titanium. It's got full, I think, M950 XTR on it, but because it has V brakes, as you can see here, I've decided to disqualify it. It's just not retro enough. So it's staying here in the wooden hut today. It's the lightest mountain bike I've ever picked up. God knows what it weighs. I think around 20 pounds. Don't even know what that is in kilos. But yeah, it's a comically nice bike, but not retro enough to ride with the others. So that's the last you're going to see of it. I suppose it would be disrespectful for me not to give some tribute to this Team Fat Chance, aka the Yo Eddy. Obviously, if you took my advice and subscribed to DB's Retro MTB Workshop on YouTube, you'll have seen this already being built. What you won't have seen, of course, is Dan's face, but that's going to be revealed. In fact, if you look inside this pod, you might even see his naked body. Oh no, he's dressed. Just noticed a bit of paint damage on this fork here. Well, that kind of rules out the S-Works, makes it unrideable in my book. So I assume most of it's recyclable. Right, one down. We've actually got quite a tasty ride planned for tomorrow, some real trails in the North Yorkshire Dales. And really for me, there was only one choice out of my entire collection that fits the bill, and it's this. Probably the most workmanlike and easily the least glamorous of all the bikes here on this pageant. It's not going to win any points for beauty because, as you'll have seen when I restored it, I left it very patinated, and certainly the decals and paintwork look like they've been machine gunned. Also, there's really nothing on it that's particularly rare or exotic when you look at things like the Fat Chance, the Team Titanium, etc. There's quite a lot here. But I'm confident that this will be the fastest bike, especially on the technical stuff, and it's certainly the comfiest. So I'm sure my love for it will endure. See how seriously some of our riders take this. This shoe has never been worn, and it dates back to 1991?
1992.
1992. Look at that. SPD is simply not exotic enough for this weekend. Right, while its owner is fettling this Marin Team Titanium, which is a very special bike, by the way, the Mavic headset does it for me, I have some questions. What year is it?
Me?
Yes, you own the bicycle.
It's 91/92. It was originally a frame set.
Now, the question I have is this Ringley Titanium front skewer going to snap today?
Yes, it will.
And why will it snap, Ben?
Because it's hopelessly under-engineered to go with suspension fork because that's flexible.
Correct. So I suspect, despite this bike looking pretty, it might kill someone today, and that I think is a reason to keep viewing. Back to get you all in shot, not because I'm tired. Go, go, go. Something I haven't done more than a handful of times since the early 90s, and that's ride flat pedals with, of course, period correct Nike ACG boots. And it's been amazing, it's been revelatory, totally liberating. I think I'm going to start riding flats again. All that SPD evangelism in my previous video goes out the window. Well, I think having done a big ride yesterday, we've all concluded that the Ogre isn't going to win any points in a beauty pageant. It was judged unanimously to be the ugliest bike. Well, you know, there's no account of the taste. The fact is, it's still my favourite just to ride. It's incredibly comfy. Love the tyres, although they're not retro at all, they're brand new. And of course the way it's set up, because it was set up by me, the greatest in the game. The Cannondale, we all agreed this paint job is absolutely stunning. And I mean, you really can't fault it for originality. It's pretty much as it would have been in the catalogue, so huge respect to Ian there. The Yo Eddy, obviously, I mean, of course it's going to win. Look at the thing, it's priceless. If I were to have one problem with it, it's that I'd be terrified to ride it. I would literally not want to turn a pedal on that bike. So it dropped points for rideability. That said, Dan gave it a good hammering. The Marin, I'm afraid, is disqualified. Well, first of all, it didn't kill anyone, which disappoints me. And secondly, it's got a rusty pinch bolt, which means it's disqualified. So that can go in the skip with the S-Works. So in terms of winners, obviously fastest rider on the day. Come on now, who did you think it was going to be? Prettiest bike, ugliest bike, and there's your results. Tune in next time for more action.